Therapist told me that's not how the real world works. Hey, you, best tension 2608. Thank you for your post at autism. Our rules can be found asterisk. Here. All approved posts get this message. Thanks. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message compose to equals autism. If you have any questions or concerns. Sir, a lot of therapists are bad, and even some who are good are not a match for everyone. And even most of those who would be considered good by a majority of people are not autism informed and neuro-affirming. I took psychology courses in college, and one thing that was said over and over was that most people need to see a few therapists in order to find one that's a good fit for them. It sounds like this person is not a good fit for you, and I would look for another. I had this happen with one of the therapists I was seeing at our city's sliding scale clinic. I was really upset, crying terribly, about some of these same concerns. And my therapist, after half-heartedly trying to ask me to come up with some goals, said something to the effect of, "I don't know how I can help you any further until you start being a little more realistic." I ended up sobbing so hard she asked if I needed to go in for a psych hold. Needless to say, I desperately tried to get my weeping under control so she'd let me go. Fortunately, that was my last session with her. Definitely dump this therapist immediately. I have a hard time complaining about therapists because I'm nervous about hurting their feelings. But truly, you deserve someone better than that. If their imagination is so impoverished they can only come up with the most mediocre of advice or suggestions for the really difficult problems we can face in our lives. They are ill-equipped to help you. And you deserve someone who wants to do that. Hey there. I am an ex-teacher. K4. That quit because of how much I burnt out while at that job. So I think I can help put it into perspective what your therapist might have actually meant to say. I'm not your therapist. She could have meant entirely what she said. But from my lived experience, I think what she really wonders is about your long-term ability to cope with your condition and how that can impact your career. You are not separate from your diagnosis. You are a person. Yes. Who has feelings and is capable. But you are also disabled. You seem to make a distinction of your disability and your job, saying symptoms just disappear, which could be concerning for people trying to gauge your feelings, which is what your therapist is worried about. I think you should not take this personally as a challenge against you as a person and what you can and can't do. And try telling your therapist that because your work is a source of happiness and a safe space for you, a place where you can express yourself freely. You are positively motivated, not threatened or tired by your work. You don't turn your illness off. Your work just makes you happy. Otherwise, take care and keep yourself and your mental health safe. Hi. 1. Your therapist sounds like they need therapy. Or they're just a dick. 2. You obviously care, which makes you one of asterisk the best teachers. If your job makes you happy, I think it's worth it. You don't need anyone else telling you that you are good at it. You seem to be very confident in that already. It's very admirable. I think it's still a good idea to try to find ways to cope because it does seem like it would burn you out quickly. And definitely agree with the others saying you need a different therapist. Do you find this to be true? Hey, you, trite_name. Thank you for your post at autism. Our rules can be found asterisk. Here. All approved posts get this message. Thanks. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message compose to equals autism. If you have any questions or concerns. 6 out of 8. I guess honesty and loyalty seems more like a liability in this world though. I am definitely motivated by greed and envy sometimes. Other than that, yeah. I do see myself reflected in this. But, to be fair, I'd also like to see a depiction of negative autistic traits. I would probably see myself there, too. This describes me 100%. Yeah, I actually have all of these. I don't necessarily think of them as good though, because the tendency to be loyal can lead you to accept a lot of shit. Honesty can be annoying. Attention to detail, sensitivity and compassion can be totally overwhelming and upsetting. Accepting of differences can be confusing. People tell me things that they expect me to freak out over and I'm like, sure, fine. And they are going, did you even listen to what I said? And have got weirded out. Same with not understanding jealousy. I don't notice it in others and people get upset that I'm not jealous of them. Often I'm just hurt. Not motivated by greed can lead to a lack of concentration on how to gain material wealth. Independence can be isolating. Yeah, I don't know that these are good things. They just are how I'm built. Autistic male student clears name in court after false accusations of sexual harassment after being too friendly. Hey, you, leaf ______. Thank you for your post at autism. Our rules can be found asterisk. Here. All approved posts get this message. Thanks. I am a bot. And this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message compose to =r_autism. If you have any questions or concerns. Greater than one female student reported him because she was uncomfortable with Knight asking for fist bumps. One of the safe ways he was taught to make friends. People really don't appreciate how complex communication is. I'm really happy for him that he got his name cleared. I wish the misunderstanding didn't happen so much when autistic people are just trying to make friends. A win for humanity. The person who wrote this article also writes for the Keelet, a far-right site. As such, she's not objective. Also, autistic men get away with behavior that I wouldn't get away with as it's brushed off as them being behind on social skills. Autistic people perceived as girls don't get the same leeway. Greater than I have nothing to report. I don't want to go over this any further. It's done and I don't go there. Saddleback College anymore. This is irrelevant to my life now. I don't care what happens officially at this point, she told Dr. Avalos. Selfish assholes. This is why people try to hide disabilities. So that people don't try to use it against them. These children, aka college women, must have known he had special needs, and instead made it about themselves. Disgusting behavior. They all should be dismissed from the college. Something I wrote. Excuse the minor grammatical errors. Hey, you, Kiwi Patches 219. Thank you for your post at autism. Our rules can be found asterisk. Here. All approved posts get this message. Thanks. I am a bot. And this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message compose to =r_autism. If you have any questions or concerns. As a kid with autism who can't understand herself half the time, I get this. That is very well said. Thank you for sharing it. This is absolutely so true and beautiful. Well done. Amazingly accurate.